Hey, thanks for tuning in. I finally got my voice back, sort of. So let's take a walk through what came off the bench this year and what I have in progress. Chapters below. Let's start with the armor. The 2022 Tamiya Comet A34 in 1/35th. I used Mr. Color and Tamiya paints for this. AK washes and pigments. The best engineered kit I've built so far. Thoroughly enjoyed that build. The 2017 Amusing Hobby E100 Super Heavy Tank. Engineering was pretty good, except those tracks, which were a nightmare. Mainly Mr. Color paints, AK washes and pigments, and a Tamiya acrylic wash. The 2007 Revell SLT Elephant Transporter in 1/72nd. You get a lot of kit for the money in this one. I did this one off camera, as a group build with the Festa and Dave gang. All the paints are Mr. Color. I did a little pigment work, but kept it not too weathered. At 1/72nd, the parts are a bit small, but it went together okay. Let's move on to the aircraft. The 2022 Airfix Spitfire Mark 9C in 1/24th. This kit really helped the channel grow, and I still get good comments and views. Also a brilliantly engineered kit. I had a couple of fuselage fit issues, but I think that was due to some upstream errors of mine. Really a mix of paints. I used Mr. Color a lot, and some Tamiya and AK, and Humbrol when necessary. Highly recommended. The 2023 Academy A10-2 in 1/48th. Really enjoyed this kit. The engineering was great. My first time using cartograph decals, so I had some boo-boos. I think all the paints were Mr. Color. AK washes. Used a little extra PE in the cockpit, but otherwise out of the box. A fantastic kit. The Academy 1993 tooling, 2022 Reeboks, PBY Catalina in 1/72nd. I didn't have any issues with it. The part count was quite modest. It's a bit sparse on details inside, but it makes an impressive model in the end. Again, mainly Mr. Color paints, AK washes, and GX varnish. I'm starting the 1/350th Academy USS Indianapolis at the new year. Now for the cars. I didn't realize I had done so many of them. The 2015 tooled Tamiya Mazda Miata Roadster in 1/24. Finest engineered car kit I've yet built, hands down. I used as many Tamiya paints as I could. The interior leather surfaces and the exterior paint and 2K coat are pro-scale paints. The 2019 Tamiya Ford GT in 1/24. The car I cut my 2K clear coat teeth on. The body on this kit is quite intricate. Like the Mazda Roadster, it's really a curbside kit. All the interior surfaces, body color, and 2K coat are pro-scale paints. Lots of better builds of this one on YouTube, but I enjoyed it and love the cobalt blue. The AMT Shelby GT350 in 1/25. I couldn't figure out when it was originally tooled. It actually cleaned up pretty well for an AMT, and the fit wasn't bad. Most of the chrome-plated parts had to be stripped, and some had so much flash they were unusable. Mr. Color paints, except the cabin surfaces and exterior, which are pro-scale paints. The 2008 Revell 68 Charger RT in 1/25. I enjoyed this one more than the Shelby. The fit was really nice. This was my first time using the Tamiya LP paints, champagne gold. This was before I started 2K coating. Mainly used Mr. Color or Tamiya paints on this one. It's a very nice kit. I see a lot of people do this one on YouTube. The 1996 Tamiya Honda RA272 F1 Racer. This is a fun little build. Lots of detail on the engine, and you get a lot of parts for the price. Everything is Tamiya or Mr. Color paints, GX100 gloss coat. It was my kit, so I made it a Racer 5 car. The Mini Art Fruit Van in 1/35. A 2012 tooling with new parts in 2020. This was for the commercial vehicle group build. The part count on this one was really high, as you'd expect. The way you had to fit some parts wasn't stellar. If you're into 1/35 dioramas or the like, I can recommend this kit for sure. All Mr. Color or Tamiya paints. No gloss coat that I can recall. The 1965 tooled AMT Avanti in 1/25. reboxed last year. I have to say, at the end of it, it was a pearls on swine kit. The part cleanup was crazy. The instructions are bare bones. The fit wasn't great, and the chrome pieces were unusable as is. Anyway, I finished this a month ago and filmed and edited it. I just haven't put it out yet. The 2021 Aoshima 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. I'm kicking myself for not doing this as a filmed build. I have already bought this kit again. It's excellent. When I started it, I was in editing overload and decided to just build it off camera. Once I was done, I was like, that was a great kit. Everything was Mr. Color paints. All right, a couple motorcycles, then a few miscellaneous, and we'll move on to the whips. The 2018 Tamiya Yamaha R1M in 1/12. This was my first bike kit, and I caught the bug. Great mojo builds. The parts are big and the fit is outstanding. I used fork and chain upgrade kits. The 2000 Tamiya Yamaha 1600 Cruiser. I built this one on the Friday night streams of Scale Model Inc. Live. We're pretty much there every Friday evening, and we have a blast. I wanted to build something Rob Halford might ride on stage. It's all Mr. Color, except the seats, which are Pro Scale. I managed to keep all the chrome parts, except the exhausts. You have to join halves, so they had to be stripped and joined and then painted. Peter at Oz Scale Modeling also built this up this year. The 2012 Hasegawa Voyager in 1/48. Super fun kit. I highly recommend getting the Edward PE set. It makes a big difference. Our friend Zinzan is also putting out build videos on this. Check him out. The 2017 Revell Porsche Junior 108 tractor. This kit pops up all the time in videos and model shows. It was on the cheap at my hobby store. I put it together and painted it as a mindless mojo build. All the paints are Revell Aqua. Lastly, I did an egg plane, just to try one. These are really quick builds. The plastic quality and fit are pretty good, but for the price, it's a novelty for sure. This is the F2 in Japanese livery. Let's shift gears and look at the 4 military builds I'm chugging along with. The editing of the video for the next Mini Art 135th Panzer IV with full interior is done. I just need to narrate it. Everything is done inside. The process became quite repetitious, so it's not a long video. Good progress on the 2023 Copper State Models 132nd Bristol Scout. All primed, pre-shaded, and painted in Mr. Color's sale. I just did the engine on Moss's Airfix and Chill. The 2020 Hobby Boss Jackal 2 High Mobility Platform in 135th. I absolutely love this kit. For the wheeled vehicles in combat group build. The kit falls together, and you get a lot of plastic. I have as much built up as I can before laying down the base color. I can't recommend this kit enough. The 2014 Trumpeter A37B Dragonfly in 148th. All ready for the camo coat and the decals/weathering. I'm putting this in the South Vietnamese Air Force livery. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I have several new kits lined up for 2024, so I'm hoping to get the planes done in the next month or two. Be well, and happy modeling.